So if Governor John Bel Edwards were here, and I said, raise your right hand. He goes, yeah. I say, I, Governor John Bel Edwards, do solemnly swear that I think the people of Louisiana are hoarding, keeping. They're just a greedy bunch who don't want to give more of their money to the state. And by being so greedy, by being so selfish, they are preventing the state from growing and hiring more people.
Yep.
And you by Aaron McCarty wanting to keep her hard-earned dollars.
I want my cash.
You are keeping Louisiana down. You think the governor would say that?
No.
Because
he might actually.
By his actions, one can easily conclude that.
I know, and they're going after more and more money. They're going after a gas tax. They're now going after this streaming tax.
Hang on a second. The original desired gas tax increase from the governor and his
minions.
Transportation Task Force, 23 cents a gallon. Look, I came by this morning. What was it? 202. Right here at the Murphy. I think it was 202 or 204.
Filled up at 204.
Let's say 204.
Right.
Okay. Suddenly it goes up 23 cents. Holy cow, you're more than $2.30 a gallon. The Chambers of Commerce, that coalition of Louisiana
business groups,
thank you, has endorsed a 17 cent a gallon gas tax increase. Because we need to put money toward the infrastructure. Representative Cedric Glover's here. I said, if you ask 10 people what part of the gas tax goes to building roads? And I said, you ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers.
Right.
He said, I don't know. I said, how does that happen? He said, that's how Louisiana works. Obfuscation was the word I used. So they're down there, the legislators in session, looking at a variety of tax increases and fee increases and registration increases. But listen to this one.
It is a brand new tax that would just be on streaming services. Governor Edwards is supporting the bill. It's House Bill 562, if you want to keep track of it. It would add a tax on digital streaming services like Netflix, Spotify, mobile apps, satellite radio, cable TV, and books that you download to read.
Because, there are things in Louisiana that are untaxed. And by God, we've got to tax them. We tax everything else. It's not fair that we don't tax these things.
Yep, the proposed streaming tax would be the same as our state's sales tax, which is now closing in on 5%. We're at 4.97.
Okay, you've got the numbers in front of you.
My head is gonna explode.
That's because you're greedy and you're selfish and you want to keep more of your hard-earned dollars instead of giving them to the state.
Well,
as we all know, when you give your money to the state of Louisiana,
they spend it wisely.
You can count on getting a solid return for every dollar you contribute.
You may or may not know this now, but after last year's legislative session, Louisiana now has the highest sales tax, the combined sales tax, state and local governments, in the nation. I said highest. Louisiana is number one on the list. According to the Tax Foundation, which checks out all the state's numbers, Louisiana's sales tax rate is now at 9.98%.
So, we'll get legislators, we'll get politicians on, and they say, we say, well, Louisiana's among the highest taxed states, and they go, no, that's a myth. No. That's just an old wives' tale.
Maybe our income tax rates are lower, but our sales tax rate, we're number one. We're number one.
It's interesting because Parkey said during one of the breaks, he said, nobody likes being taxed, but I'd feel a little better about it if I thought and wouldn't mind paying taxes if I thought that I was getting a solid return for my dollar. Fair enough?
My big thing, as far as anything goes, is return on investment. If I hand over money, I want something back.
Exactly. Yep. And I said to you, I'm not sure there's a government anywhere that can be trusted to efficiently handle people's money. And I said, name a state. I kind of challenged you. And he said, well, Texas doesn't do too bad. Well, here's the deal. Where's Texas on that taxed list?
Texas is number 12. They have an 8.12 sales tax.
So Louisiana The highest combined
We're number
state
one.
and local sales tax in America, Texas number 12.
Yep.
How many times have you heard me say, you know, you go to Texas, it's booming in Texas. They're building stuff, roads and buildings, office buildings and schools and houses and apartments. And I say all the time, what does Texas do that Louisiana doesn't? We should start.
I know the answer now.
And maybe more important, what does Louisiana do that Texas doesn't that maybe we ought to stop? Well, we're number 1. Texas is number 12. Maybe what we need to do,
I've got it.
let's be number 13.
Texas has no income tax, too. Do you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
No income tax, and their sales tax is 8.12.
More taxes on the docket. More taxes proposed by and backed by the Edwards administration. The latest on internet streaming stuff.
And you want to check the sales tax rates by your home state or whatever states are near you? It's all online now at keelnews.com.